All right, so yay, another day of farming and ranching. So the truck, I gotta put a new engine in the truck. So it's going to the mechanic today. I loaded the truck on the trailer, and I brought it over here to my shop. So I was gonna check the tires and get it all chained down, and I heard a boom, crack, what the hell ever. Well, I get to looking, and my leaf spring snapped. I had the part somewhere. I found it. It was over there somewhere, and it's the 1979 trailer. So unfortunately, wrenchings and impact didn't work. I had to take the old cutter to it and get the E-bolt off of it, but I was too afraid to move the damn thing. I know. Cardinal sin. Do not lift a damn trailer in the air with stuff on it, because you're just begging to hurt something or yourself. But at the same point in time, I didn't know how the hell to get the damn truck off the trailer with the axle, because the leaf spring busted. So I figured, well, hell with it, we'll just make do. So now I wish I would have filmed me taking it all apart, but I was so disgusted with the whole thing. You probably don't need to hear that kind of cursing. So we're gonna run to town and see if we can't get a new leaf spring pack for this trailer, and then I'll see if I can't do a little filming of trying to put it back together. What I did decide was, I pulled all the bolts and hardware. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see that bolt's pretty worn. The front one goes into the hole here and then through the shackle. It's not worn, but I figure, hell, as long as I'm in town, I'll just get new bolts. Obviously, you see I had to take the cut and, well, all right, well, we'll come back to that. Luckily, Ace True Value in Penrose, they had everything I needed when I went in. The guys, I told them what I called ahead and told them what I needed, and got there, and they said, TJ, it's not really smart to just replace one leaf spring when you broke it. When you break one, you should replace both so that you don't have problems going down the road. So I also got all new bolts and hardware, obviously, because I had to cut some of the, dang it, I had to cut the U-bolts off. Come on. Just want to fight me, don't you? There we go. Okay. I'll put a nut on here. And then I'll come over here and do this one. Well, hell, that ain't gonna work. Well, I guess we'll run the axle up higher. Let's see if that does. Gives me a little room. That gave me a little room, okay. Alright. New nut, or bolt, new nut. Maybe. I think I'd be able to screw a bolt on there. Okay, so now, hopefully you can see this like this a little bit here. I've got to get, shouldn't stick my finger in there, that little that little nubbin there up into a hole right there. So we're gonna take this down. Oh hell, look at that. That's just easier than I thought it'd be. Okay. Anyway, and now we'll get our U-bolts on here. One. And two. Well, I don't cross-thread it, right? And then I got another little nubbin down here on the... Oh, look at that. Man, it almost looks like I know what the hell I'm doing. Alright. I'll bring you back over here, maybe, hopefully you can see. So, I suppose I ought to look at these bolts and make sure or the nuts, and putting them on the right way. Now, it would be nice to run this whole thing up in the air and do it with my Ugga Dugga, but seeing how I got a truck sitting on the trailer, I don't really have that option. But when I get back from dropping this truck off that's sitting up here, then we'll pull the other side down and do the other side too. Alright. So, that turned out to be a relatively simple process. I'm sure when I put the tire back on this, the leaf spring here and that bend will sit all the way down here in the shackle where it's supposed to. Now, let me get this whole thing tightened down, and we'll put the tire back on and set it back down on the ground, and I'll show you guys if I actually did it the right way, so that you could see this. I know I'll get my fat finger in the way. This lip here, this curled down lip, should probably be sitting on the other side of this bolt. That's the way the rest of them are. You can see it there. So, all right, let me get this back together, and then we'll come back. All right, so I got the whole thing back together, tightened down. Now you can see. You can see how it's not sitting right there. So I'm gonna probably not use my best judgment in the world and set my phone right here in between these two tires, and I'm gonna pull forward a little bit and pray to God I don't drive over in my phone.